It is your hit music station, Max FM. Macca with you this morning. Happy Monday to you all. Start of another working week. And for Rich and Elise at Anytime Fitness, it's the best day of the week. Isn't that right, guys?
Yay,
It certainly
it's
is,
Monday.
Macca. How are you this morning?
I'm doing very well this morning,
Awesome.
actually. Got a good night's sleep last night.
That's
even
good to
even
hear.
after the Manny Pacquiao-Jeff Horn fight
Okay.
as well, which I watched yesterday, which I might have consumed a few too many, but we'll move past that. Today, guys, for our Fit Tip, we're talking about overcoming physical activity barriers.
Yeah.
So when you're talking like that, is kind of like excuses for not doing exercise?
I think it really does boil down to that, whether consciously or not, that you're aware that they're excuses. Really, they are.
Yeah, they are, and I think a lot of people have different scenarios and different barriers that affect them differently to different people.
Yeah.
So, for instance, you might have a physical barrier or a mental barrier, or it could be something out of your control, so like the weather or something like that. So I think a lot of people have different excuses depending on what type of person you are, and it can vary.
So we're talking about suggestions for overcoming those physical barriers.
Yes.
We're doing this week and also next week, because there are a fair few excuses that you guys can like myth bust, basically. So let's get to a few of them. One of the main ones that everyone says is that they don't have any time to be able to do exercise. Everything's so busy nowadays.
And it is. However, basically it boils down to analysing your day or your week even, and just being aware of, looking for where you do have a time slot, of 30 minutes even. And, that's might sound easier said than done, but hey, how many times, do we sit down on the couch or something and go through our Facebook for an hour?
Yeah.
And those messages that you are responding to there or things you're commenting on won't change your life, probably. However, doing some exercise for 30 minutes will.
Yeah, absolutely. Another one is that people, with the lack of time comes a lack of energy, because people are so up and about doing everything. They're just like, oh, I'm just going to flop down on the couch.
Exactly. And you know what? We all have energy levels vary at different stages of the day or different times, depending on what you're doing, what your workload is on that day. And in particular, even females, like with hormones and stuff like that, your energy levels are all over the place. So I think it's really important to identify when your energy levels are at a high, so a maximum, and sort of work towards slotting in and scheduling your workouts around that time. And then obviously when you're lacking energy, then it's okay to sort of, let the training session slip a little bit until you have your energy back. But that's a good idea as well, is to identify what's going on with your body as well. So if you need to go to the doctors and just have a thyroid check or a blood test of some sort, actually work out why your energy levels are fluctuating. Because, if you're eating right, if you're exercising, if you're sleeping well, your energy levels should be fairly constant.
Yeah. All of these seem to be connected so far, because with lack of time and lack of energy also comes lack of motivation as well.
Yeah, and that's such a credo word in a sense, because motivation in itself is basically the reason or reasons behind being continually interested in doing something or achieving a goal. So really it's just, I think, reminding yourself of why you need to exercise or should exercise.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
identify where your motivation comes from, whether it's, fitting into that dress or that pair of pants, or whether it's looking back on old photos of what where you want to be, or how far you've come. I think it's important to identify what your motivation is, what about it is motivating you as well, or whether you've got it like an iconic person,
and keeping aware of it. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. Another one that people sort of say, oh, I'm not going to exercise, is because they feel like if they do too much or they do it too hard, they're going to get injured, and they're going to have to lay off time at work, and they're not going to get paid properly and all that kind of stuff as well.
It's the complete opposite. So, I mean, making sure that you've got a a routine, whether it be in a gym or whatnot, making sure that you're keeping your strength up and doing, keeping your body physically fit, you're actually going to benefit from that, and you're going to reduce your risk of injury. So I know with a lot of jobs, you might be lifting a lot of things, or might be very active in your work, and I think it's important to maintain your muscle strength so that you're able to complete these duties throughout the day without injuring yourself. So as well as that, a lot of people with injuries will go see a physio.
Yeah.
So they encouraged even people with injuries to keep exercising or to do certain exercises so that you don't lose your mobility and your strength. So it is one of the main focuses on actually how to prevent injury than, fearing it because it's going to give you injuries.
And you can choose exercises that don't require that skill base, like lifting weights, where, go out for a walk, a jog, do body weight exercises. You can do them in your own home.
Yeah.
Skipping,
it's just a
floor
thing
exercises.
of breaking that barrier.
Now, school holidays are coming up, and the last one I want to talk about sort of happens around the school holiday period. And, with bad weather like this, people go on holiday and go to nice warm places like over in Europe and America and all sorts. Travel can
half your luck.
Exactly. Travel can really stuff up your exercise routine, can't it?
It can, but it doesn't have to. So depending on how motivated you are as well. I mean, obviously, if you're going on long car trips and stuff like that, you can take anything, or you don't need anything. You can be doing floor exercises. You can be walking, jogging. You can take a skipping rope. All these different types of scenarios, as well as with gym memberships. I mean, with Anytime Fitness, you've got, you're not only a member of one gym, you're a member of them all. So you've got 450 in Australia that you can access, and you've got over 3,000 worldwide. So there really shouldn't be any excuses.
And a lot of motels, hotels
have gyms. Yeah. There are plenty of opportunities to actually exercise whilst traveling. It's just being motivated to actually sort out those.
You're
those
one
options.
of those. You got a car, you got a gym people, aren't you?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Thought so. Yeah. Guys, if people do want to come down and see you, whereabouts can they find you?
They can find us at 1/12 Mill Close, Taree, just up from Harvey Norman. We've got our Facebook page as well, which we're going to be uploading our video of this fit tip. Hi, everyone. And basically, they can access or contact us through our Facebook page, or we've also got...
Rich is trying to get the video to come in close on him.
No, what I was doing, I was going to turn it around and say, and this is Kylie. She's our...
Kylie's camera shy at the moment.
Kylie's camera shy at the moment.
But you can contact us on 655-01511 if you need to as well.
Beautiful.
So,
we'll do the second part of overcoming physical barriers next week. Rich, Elise, thank you guys so much for coming in.
Thank you, Macca.
No worries. Thank you.